are listening to Why Like That podcast.
Welcome back. This is Why Like That. There's always
Two sides to a story.
Today, I am actually very, I have never met a person who has done this before.
What kind of things?
You know what thing or not? Start an app.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah, yes.
Start an app and provide service through that. So this app actually people can go in, they can put in their services inside.
Yes.
Like they can be electrician,
Handyman.
plumber, handyman, all these people, right? So they can put in their services inside this app, and people can come in and find for their services. It's like a one-stop solution.
Yes. One-stop
So
solution.
today in our podcast, we have the founders of this app,
The creators.
Muna app. The founders of Muna app. We welcome Mr. Gavin and Mr. Chris to the show.
Hey,
Hi,
welcome,
bro.
guys.
Thank you guys.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you so much for having us.
So please tell us why did you start this app actually?
Well, it was started by me.
Okay.
I used to run, I still run a pest control business.
Okay.
And when I first started 12, 13 years ago, I only had 2 technicians.
Okay.
So after the 2 technicians, I had a lot of jobs coming in.
Okay.
So I couldn't manage the number of jobs. So I created this group chat with other pest control technicians from other companies.
Okay.
Okay.
So many of them joined. There were over 200 people in my group.
Okay.
So every time I have a job that I couldn't fulfill on my own, I used to get them to come in and bid for the job. And also, I used to tell them how much this job is, and they used to fulfill it.
Okay.
So it's like ad hoc jobs.
Ad hoc jobs.
Okay.
So like
This is
catching
apart
us.
from their normal daytime scheduling. lah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So sometimes there's a snake that comes in, and the client is willing to pay $500 for
Like
it.
at 2 a.m. in the morning.
Oh.
So my 2 guys, they got jobs in the morning, so they cannot fulfill.
Okay.
So I used to go into this group chat, put in a message, "Hi, I have a client, $500 to catch a cobra." And then all of them will respond, "I want to go, boss, I want to go."
Okay.
And I select one and I send them to their job.
Okay.
And then every time they complete the job, I 50-50 with them.
Oh,
So
interesting.
we share it.
So
right?
it started off like in a chat group actually.
In a chat
In a
group.
chat group.
So as I grew,
Okay.
I knew I couldn't stop my guys from doing the same. So I created a platform so that users and service providers can negotiate between
Okay.
themselves and fulfill a job.
Okay.
Yeah, so in-demand
But later
services
you cannot share half of already, what, bro?
cannot.
No, it's different. That's the reason why we created this
Okay.
platform, right? So there's a difference to it. Like, think about everybody else that who has a skill set. But
Okay.
if they want to open a business, say you can groom dogs,
Okay.
for example, or you can
Walk a dog.
walk a dog. Yeah, anybody can walk a dog. Say you want to groom dogs, or you want to open a pet grooming
Okay.
salon. You got your brick and mortar cost, and then your utilities and everything. I mean, in Singapore, everything has gone up right now.
Yes.
Including GST, we are at about 9%.
9% now.
Inflation. I mean, come on. Everything is up.
Everything has gone
Anything
up.
you touch is money. Yeah.
Okay.
So if we give people a platform to leverage upon with their skill set to earn an income, then I would imagine that they can have a fair go at their skill set to earn that income. So we don't dictate prices because it's not rate card based on the application itself.
It's a customer-to-customer negotiation model. So we as a service seeker will put in a budget.
Okay.
Once the budget is set, the service providers will get a ping that there is this job, dog grooming job,
Okay.
and all the dog groomers will place a bid on that job.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
So then you negotiate your price based on the and the reviews and the ratings of that service provider, previous jobs that they've done, and then you negotiate your price with them. So then you come to an agreement, and then once the service is provided, the service seeker actually has to release payment. Let's put it this way: if I'm a plumber,
Okay.
and you got a burst pipe, and you ask me to come to your place,
Okay.
you're gonna pay me before the service or after the service?
After the service.
Correct. So same thing here. Be it dispatch, be it dog walking, be it whatever. When they return the dog or when the service is rendered, you release payment as a service seeker. So it's based on a trust model also,
So
which
what kind of services? That means like let's say if Can we do delivery
Yeah.
inside?
So you got dispatch, which is
Okay.
delivery.
Okay.
You know, it's someone like my wife constantly forgets her computer at home.
Okay.
when she brings it home from the office, and then next day I got to pay Grab $35
Okay.
just to bring it to them. So if I were to book it with Una, there's no surge pricing. I know normally without surge pricing it'll cost me $12.
Okay.
But if it is at 9:30 a.m. in the morning, it's gonna cost me $35.
With the
Yes.
search price.
Right?
In the other normal delivery
Peak
platforms.
hour charges.
In the other platforms that are
Yes.
out there.
Platforms.
So negotiate your price. You know it's going to be 35 and you know normally it's going to cost you $12. I tell you what, I'll give you $18. Make it a reasonable offer. So
Okay.
that someone who's out there that is registered under that category can get that notification and then they can bid on your job.
All right. Okay.
Right?
Okay,
So
understand.
you
So
earn,
it's
you
to
work,
enable everyone to be self-employed.
Okay.
try to help alleviate unemployment basically. I mean, if you look at last year, there were so many big tech layoffs.
Yes.
Including the last one, I believe, was Shopify and Lazada.
Lazada.
And we have friends that have been affected by it.
Okay.
And, you know, families and friends that have been affected by it. So much so, a lot of them are actually in the gig economy. So there's nothing in the gig economy right now that is giving the product here, the product here is not the app. It's the users of the app.
Okay. Okay.
You take care of them and the app works.
So how do you actually do it?
This is where that referral incentive program that we've thought about comes
Okay.
in. All you got to do is once you download the application, there's an in-app referral code, and you refer 100 people under you or 1,000 people under you.
Okay.
Now, what happens every time? Once they sign up, they use your referral code upon sign up the first time. Recurring thereafter, every single job that is booked or a service provided by the people that they've referred,
Okay.
they will earn a certain, let's put it like a incentive, because they help to onboard users to the platform.
So that means.
So the person who referred the code, or how you put it?
Okay, no. Let me get this straight.
Okay.
Okay. So today I download the app.
Okay.
I sign in. Then I get my another friend to download and use a certain referral code.
Your
for
referral code.
My
Your
referral
referral
code.
code, okay.
So
Inside
each
the
person has their own referral code.
That's correct.
Yes,
it's
it's unique
unique to
to
each
them.
user.
Unique to them. So if the others use my referral code and they book a job, they are going to get incentive.
You are
You
going
are
to get
gonna-
incentive.
I am going to get
Yes,
incentive.
That's correct. Not them. They refer people using their referral code, they will get incentive.
So it's like how to say I
It's a
can get
recurring
incentive, so
incentive.
people can use your promo
Referral
code
code.
and they can get an incentive.
It is to reward the community
Okay.
For helping us to onboard.
users to the application. I mean, we created this application for the community. Why stop the community? Like he said, he couldn't stop his staff. Why stop the community? Let's enable them.
Okay.
No longer is one job enough to suffice. If you can do a second job and earn a side hustle, I mean, think about it. Moonlighting.
Why not? Why not?
Yeah, it's
Oh, so it's,
moonlighting.
that's the meaning, yeah.
Yeah, that's why
exactly what
Muna-
it is, right?
But,
Yeah.
but guys, we are not actually.
No, I know. There's a lot of other meanings that my friends have actually.
No, I thought nighttime you all discuss. No, under the moon or what? Okay, let's name
No,
this.
moonlighting.
Yeah, that's
No,
basically
Muna.
it, right? Yeah, Muna, right?
No
So-
longer is one job enough for
Yeah,
a livelihood.
so everybody wants to earn that side hustle. If I can work 9 to 5 job and I love dogs, and then I
Okay.
can walk 5 dogs at a time and I have control, and I got organic treats for them. I'll tell you what, you let me walk your dog, pay me $12 an hour, $15 an hour. I mean, I'm
So-
walking my dogs anyway.
So
Why would I
anybody,
not walk your
any
dog?
kind of service, they can actually come and put
Any
in.
kind of
Is there
service.
a
Of
restriction?
Of course, there are restrictions. If you sign up for like electrician services or beautician services, there are certain qualifications that we have to qualify you in the background. It's called KYC.
Okay.
Everybody knows about it. So if you, for example, if you want to be a licensed, you want to be an electrician,
Okay.
you need something called a LEW, licensed electrical worker license, right? So without that,
We cannot onboard you.
we can't onboard, right? But you can provide handyman services. You can fix IKEA furniture.
Okay.
You can, whatever it is, You
Painting.
can, painting, plumber, You know, well, plumbers sometimes they will ask for qualifications too. So you know that's also in the KYC. But painting, like you know, you can paint. Anybody can paint. Like we painted our office a few months ago, right? So yeah. So any service or any skill set that you have, you can leverage upon the application, the platform, to earn an income. And we don't dictate what you earn. You work at your own time.
Okay.
You get rewarded for referring people.
Okay.
You cash out every day. You take the lowest platform fees. And you know, I think work-life balance is quite important in today's society. Singaporeans work too hard.
You know, this
They
app is
need a
like
break.
how to say, it's like like
No, like you said in the
he
start.
was saying something, you know, like if you can walk 5 dogs, you know, why not put it up as a service?
Yes.
I've never thought about it. You know, like walking a dog is a service, you know. So like that, there are a lot of things which
Okay.
people are.
So
you know,
long as you have a skill set,
Yes.
you can enroll on the app, display your skill set, and earn an income.
Yeah, like a lot of people they don't know that they can charge for their skill set.
Correct.
True,
And
true.
if you really go online and actually do your research, there are many groups out there that charge a good amount, a decent amount for their time. Because they, you know, like sometimes we have too many meetings and I can't bring the dog down or he's stuck at home, and I would rather someone, you know, come and pick the dog and take it home.
Oh.
So, you know, it's easier that way sometimes, but you know, I think there is a big market in it, and the USPs speak for itself. So let's see where this goes. I mean,
No, I mean I'm not say very interested in the dog walking, but apart from that, is there any other
men's
people?
grooming services. So you've got haircut at home.
Okay.
You got, you know, those you know, they have now, you know, on TikTok you see all the fades.
Yes,
and
yes.
or whatever they got. I mean, you got beards, guys. You know, I shaved it all off. Chris shaved it all off. But you know, so you've got grooming services that you can do for ladies, for guys, aircon services, cleaning services,
Pest control, of course.
Pest
pest
control.
control, definitely, right? Pet services.
I mean, that's how it started, right?
That's how it all started.
That's how it all started, right?
This
So
is-
you think of any service, including technical, what do you call it? Technical knowledge of computers, where you can, if you have technical knowledge of computers, you can give technical support to people, especially the young seniors of today that
Okay.
are coming up. That's where we try and create a social impact.
Okay.
Right, you know, it is like we said at the start. There's a community-centric, community-driven application.
Okay.
So it's not the application; it's the people that make the product. Is the people.
Okay.
Right. So if we can create a social impact and help the community out and keep it growing and going, I think you're going to be here to stay. I hope for it. You know, by God's grace. You know.
Yes.
hopefully
Yes.
That
So now I
happens.
have a few more service providers. You know, I'm just thinking of it. I'm just let's just check with him whether they can come in. You know, put their services here. Tuition teachers,
Yeah, definitely.
private tuition teachers. You know,
Definitely.
like freelance tuition teachers. Okay,
Definitely.
can.
Any kind of teacher, lah.
Any kind of teacher. Okay, can.
I mean, he's got to know what he's going to teach, or they got to
Yeah.
know what
Yeah.
they're going to teach, right? You know, they
Yes.
got to have some clientele. Because I found my daughter's tuition teacher online, like that. You know.
Okay.
Okay. Apart from that, henna artists,
Yeah.
they can come up and put in their
Correct.
service also.
Correct. So we can put cultural services. We can create a category. So what we need from the public is give us feedback and suggestions.
Okay.
We won't be able to implement it overnight, but it
We
will
can work
take
on it.
time because everything in the background is all code.
Yep.
In-demand services on,
On
demand.
demand.
On demand, okay.
What you need, feedback to us. Send us a
Okay.
ticket through the app,
Okay.
and we'll get it and we'll reply you guys. And,
Well, it looks like y'all maybe just started out, right? But it looks like y'all are moving in a direction where it's gonna come everything under one roof.
Like you say in the start, one-stop
Yeah.
solution.
we are not
What-
looking to get to a super app status.
Okay.
We're just looking to get to give people a fair chance at earning an income because there are services out there, and I wouldn't mention the competitors. I'm pretty sure I use my competitors' services in the last couple of years.
Okay.
Right, and I still use their services because I'm waiting for my app to grow and
Okay.
get some recognition. We've got good traction. We've got probably close to maybe 1,800
1,800.
users.
1,800
Okay,
users.
1,800 users.
That's right. And
So
service-
how long since you started this app?
Well, it's been about 2.5 years for development, and then maybe the last 1 year we released it earlier last year,
Okay.
but we tested it in the live environment.
Okay.
And then towards October, we started to get some traction when we increased our ad spend online. I mean, we are a digital company,
Yes.
and everything is online spend. So it's your Meta and your Google Display Network and stuff like that. So that's where we have increased our ad spend to gain some awareness amongst the community.
Community.
Okay.
Yeah.
So apart from this, I have one thing to ask you all. This is done for the community. This is actually can see very clearly that this is done for the community, because for the people who are using the app, they are actually benefiting from it.
Yes.
Like they put in their services, they bid for the price. Then there's a referral. There's an awesome referral. Okay, there's an off.
Yeah, nobody does it. So let's do
I've
it.
never
Why
heard of
not?
it.
No,
Seriously,
it
I've
sounds
never-
very interesting.
Because I heard if you refer one person, you will get like an incentive or something.
Yes.
But I didn't know, it will go on,
Yes,
in a full
yes.
circle.
Because usually we thought in every other app that we use,
Yes.
right? So the referral code only works once.
Yes.
And that's it.
And
That's
one
right.
more important thing is, this is like what you all have been sharing with us for so long. It is actually not a profit-based app, which they are trying to cut a commission or what. They just want the community to grow.
I mean, let's put it this way: we need a certain amount of profit to keep the app being updated
Okay.
with
to pay
technology.
the bills.
To pay the bills.
Simply
Nonetheless,
said.
there are a lot of background costs in terms of server costs, legal costs, compliance costs. There's a lot of costs, and they run big. Like they are 6 figures. If you add them all up, they run more than 6 figures. So in order, and even licensing, government licensing. Yes. Right? I wouldn't say what we have in store right now, because it's all on licensing also. So, in the current moment, what we are looking at is we're looking for funding. We've been looking for funding for about a year and a bit right now. Spoken to a couple of interested parties. In fact, this afternoon we were speaking to some interested parties, and looks positive. With the investment comes the virality of the product. Let's put it that way, with the lack of a better word. I can pump in more money so that my exposure is multiplied, and people actually start to hear big about us. And that's where we help each other. I mean, we are looking to collaborate with small businesses in Singapore, right, Chris?
Yes.
Can you please tell them about 1 or 2 businesses? Don't mention names, but that we've spoken about and where we are at with.
Well, there's an ice cream parlor that we've partnered with.
Okay.
So every time our service provider goes to
we are
that
trying to
venue-
partner with. Let me get him right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so whenever they go to the premises and display or show their a service provider on the app, they get a certain discount.
Certain percentage. So we're trying to help not the big businesses, but the SMEs like yourself, or maybe the bubble tea shop, or ice cream shop, or something that is had 1 or 2 stores in Singapore, and they are trying to make something big with themselves. So that's where we come in, and if we are going to help the community, let's help everybody at the same time.
Let's grow
including-
together.
Yeah, let's grow
Grow
together and
together.
Yes.
succeed
Absolutely.
together. You see, that's what it's all about.
That's
right?
the main point here. lah.
Yeah, that's it.
We need
That's
to,
what it's all about.
We need to grow together.
Help each other to
Help
grow.
each other, because
correct, sir.
we started off as a Tamil podcast. You
Yep.
see, so when we started off as a Tamil podcast, we are the minority in Singapore.
No,
Yes.
agreed, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm Indian too.
Yeah,
But
everyone in the room is Indian.
our
So
Tamil
we are kind of
bad.
minority.
Minorities.
So in the Indian society itself,
Yes.
we have to create community bonding first. That we need to support our brothers. So when she starts up her business or this kind of app or other things, Indian must help Indian.
That's
Yes.
true.
Actually,
Help each other to grow.
Everybody should help
Everybody.
Everybody should help. But the problem is we have to help within our small
No,
community
there,
first.
yeah, I know,
Let's-
because people need to actually trust that people in your community have grown. I mean, look at the young'uns of today. I mean, there are the young generation that have so much talent, and these guys think in a total different level from us.
Yes.
Our age group, and even our parents' age group, they are geniuses. You know what I mean? And if we can help them to leverage on the experiences that we've had, wow, what can Singapore achieve? We are already a hub for entrepreneurship and innovation.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Right? And investment.
Yes.
So that's why we are looking for investment. So, guys, investors, out there, if you guys get in touch, get in touch with the boys here, and you know how to get in touch. We'll make it happen.
Definitely, this is because one thing special about podcasting, right?
Yes.
Let me just share one thing. We did about women having the postnatal PCOS, this depression. So when that episode went out, there were a few ladies who messaged us in TikTok and say they didn't know that they are having this situation. Now they understand, and they are actually
Seeking help.
seeking help now.
Yes.
A few women, they actually messaged us
You
in
created
TikTok.
awareness.
We created
Created
awareness.
awareness, yes.
So the power of podcasting is people podcast, they listen it in their ear.
Yes.
When they listen it, rather than seeing it as a visual, when they listen it, it's more personal. They feel more personal. So this is the thing we are trying to put here. We won't know who is going to listen to this. They might get investors out of this.
Why not?
Why not? That's the
Why
thing.
not, guys? I mean-
So we won't know who is going to get what. So that's why whatever it is, we need to help each other. The community should grow, and the app, first of all, the app must grow.
The app grows, everybody grows.
Everybody wins.
Yeah,
Okay,
everybody
so the
wins.
special thing about Muna app is you sign on.
You sign up.
You sign up the app, and you will have a special referral
Referral
code for
code.
yourself.
Yes.
So when your friends, when they sign up and they use the referral code, you are gonna get incentive.
Yes.
Right.
Okay,
Based
I'm
on the dollar value of the job that they
Yes.
book or provide.
It goes a few levels.
Okay.
So even when your friend refers, we will still incentivize you.
Yeah.
Can. So this is a very interesting thing. So people like what he was saying, right? Like if you you got a time to walk a dog.
Yes.
Or like henna artist or plumbing. If you are good at electrician, you're a
Yes.
good electrician. My English is very rabak, bro. Sorry, bro.
Bro, your English is excellent. If you hear me
For the
speak
past
Tamil,
1 year, I've been talking in Tamil in this podcast. Romba
Forward
கஷ்டமா இருக்கு, bro.
So this
I'm
is your first
so
English
sorry.
podcast.
First few lah. First few.
First
lah.
few, yeah.
I
first
mean,
few.
like, I wish we could speak Tamil, but then maybe your viewers might unfollow you because wrong things might happen. I wish we could.
Okay,
but
let's not
thank
go
you.
there.
Let's not go there, right? Let's not go there.
Okay, so for the listeners who are listening, please download the Muna app for the in-demand services on demand. You can get it on Google Play or App Store. You can check them out at www.muna.com.sg. A very interesting app. If you're specialized in any kind of skill sets,
Yes.
please go in, put in your services. I think you'll get a good
Incentive.
incentive. Not incentive lah.
You make good money, man.
You'll make good money
You
out
make
of that.
fair money. Let's give everybody equal
Everybody
go.
needs a
A fair
chance to earn.
chance.
A fair chance.
So we thank Brother Gavin.
Thank you,
and,
sir.
And brother Chris.
Brother Chris, for
You're
taking your
most
time.
welcome.
Thank you,
For
sir.
taking your time to come on board for this
No worries.
podcast.
Thank
and,
you for
so-
having us, man.
No
Like, for
problem.
real.
We always do this. Whoever starts something new, we will call one.
Thank you, guys. Thank
So
you.
thank you so much. You are listening to Why Like That. There's always two sides to a story.
You are listening to Why Like That podcast.